Welcome back. In the previous part, we decided we'd help out Toa and hand out some student notebooks. So let's begin by looking in 206. This appears to be a vacant room. Oh. Bit like the SSS building where they got several vacant rooms. How suspicious. Elliot, my boy! No, I tried pressing X, it didn't work. Do you have a copy of Woo Baby? I don't see one, Elliot. I am quite disgruntled by this. You do know this. Hey there, Reen. Something the matter? Yes, you don't have a copy of Woo Baby. Toa gave me Class 7 student notebooks to hand out earlier, so I'm just going around delivering those. Here's yours, Elliot. Yay. Oh, thanks. Anyway, are you playing the violin in here? Sorta. It's pretty late, so I wasn't really playing per se, just doing the fingering in motions. The wind orchestra isn't meeting tomorrow, so I thought I should get in some practice tonight instead. Wow, you're really into your music, huh? Can't imagine most people being that invested in their hobbies. Your room's chock full of musical stuff too. It's not that much, honestly. It'd be nice if the walls in these dorms were a bit more soundproof, though. Then I'd be able to play all night without bothering anyone. Spoken like a true music nerd. Too true, too true. At least I can play as much as I want during the afternoons. Really would be nice if the walls in these dorms had better soundproofing, though. Oh well, it's an old building apparently, so I guess I'll just have to deal with it. Would be nice if, like, the apartment that I'm in had better soundproofing. I could basically do the same. What was that? No idea, just trying to see if I recognize the name of the music, you know. It should be Machias's room. Mangos, sorry. Got his name wrong. Who is it? It's me, Reen. I've got something here for you. I'll be right there. Sorry to make you go to all that trouble. Oh, don't worry about it. Were you in the middle of studying there? I'm sorry if I interrupted you. No need to be sorry for that. How did you know I was studying, though? You've got pencil marks all over the sides of your hands. Well, then. You should make sure to do plenty of studying yourself. You don't want to find yourself falling behind. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Most of our classes seem like they'll be pretty hard, too. Agreed. Besides, it'll be a chance to show up those snobby upper-class students. I'll see you tomorrow, then. Yeah. Good night. Get out of my sight. Hey, alright. I shouldn't interrupt him while he's studying. Yes, you should. Hey, ew. What a... Like, it's the exact same bookshelf and everything, like, exactly how they're laid out. Why is this a problem? Because I don't see a copy of Woo Baby. That's why it's a problem. Evening, Reen. What's up? Actually, I was just looking for you. I've got your student notebook here. There you go. Oh, I was wondering when that'd come. Thanks. Sorry to make you go out of your way to deliver it. No worries. Your room's got a really distinctive feel to it, though. What's that hanging on the wall? Oh, that's a mirror. I'm sure you have one in your room. That's a sort of ornament made in the Nord Highlands. I thought it'd be a nice way to bring the spirit of my homeland along with me. I see. It really does give the whole room an exotic feel. Got your brushes out too. So I'm guessing you're going to spend tomorrow painting? Yeah, I'm planning to head over to the art club. Feel free to come along if you feel like it. Will do. It's like the plan, by the way, in terms of, like, we're gonna get quests. And what we did when we were in Crossbell was very much we did the quests last. We'll do them first because we can basically get them given to us. We have to have a look, don't we, at the little post box. So we'll do them first and then do the rounds. So don't worry about that. Anyway, might be a good idea to rest for the day. I'd recommend you get a little relaxation in too, Reen. I think I can manage that. Just thinking. Yeah, I was just thinking. You know what I'd love to see Keiji do? If you're wondering who Keiji is, Keiji's Gaius' voice actor. I'd love him to do sort of like a Bob Ross style painting with Gaius. That'd be hilarious. It's the kind of thing KG would actually think of doing himself. I might recommend it to him. This should be Eustace's room. Who's there? It's me, Rean. I've got your student notebook here. Very well. Ah, lovely tea set there, I see that. You have my thanks. Do I? How did I get that? Don't mention it. Mind if I ask what you were up to? I was simply reading. Oh, what kind of book? A biography I borrowed from the library. Why must I indulge your mundane little questions? Huh? While we may live in the same dorm, the two of us are perfect strangers. Your proximity to me does not give you license to intrude on my private life. You're right. I'm sorry about that. Hey, no mind. Also, I suggest you be more mindful of when and to whom you volunteer your time. Otherwise, people will be more than happy to simply use you at every turn. He's right. It's like I said, it's sort of like he's... Yes, it was meant to be a warning. Was that meant to be a warning? This does seem like an easy guy to make friends with, that's for sure. Maybe he's got a good heart. He has. He has. It's that thing. It's like he comes across as cold and mean. It's like, no, he's just very, very blunt and to the point. I probably shouldn't bother him again. I think you should bother him again. Let's try going up. Actually, let's try going down. It's just like, let's go down here. It's like, wait, how do we get down? There's no way down. Like, oh yeah. It's over here, everyone. We got a yellow dot here. Hello, Sarah. You really can't beat an ice-cold beer after work. No, wait. Maybe you can. With 2 ice-cold beers. You've been drinking all night. At least try not to fall asleep here, okay? I don't want you to catch a cold. Don't worry your pretty little head about me. I'm indestructible. Especially since I've got the day off tomorrow. You say that like it totally excuses your entire night of drinking. Well, anyway, you were nice enough to take on some work for the student council. That's a load off my shoulders. I'm looking forward to seeing how you perform tomorrow. Right. Wow, she went from plastered to bastard in the blink of an eye. Looks like there's a lot more to her than I thought. Oh yes, oh yes. Really though, how great is that? We're all free to do whatever we want tomorrow. And the only proper way to celebrate is drinking the night away. Or maybe not. Woo Baby over there. I do like seeing several copies of Woo Baby around. Probably shouldn't go out this late at night. I was going to say, but I see a red exclamation on the map. Nope, that's just one that's upstairs. And it just looks like it's outside at that point. Because of the angle. Let's start over here. And this should be Emma's room. Yes, who is it? It's me, Rean. Do you have a moment? Ah, Rean, I'll be right there. Thank you. Oh, on an unrelated note, how are you planning on spending the day tomorrow? I'm thinking I'll help out the student council. How about you? I plan on looking at some more clubs. Haven't seen what the culture clubs have to offer yet, so I'll be visiting them tomorrow. Alright, joining a club does sound like a good idea. Let me know if any of them seem really good. Alright, I will. Also, I do hope you're able to make up with Elisa soon. Yeah, I'm gonna go try talk to her again later. Good luck. But don't try to rush things either. I think Elisa still needs to sort out her feelings about everything. Yeah, again, it's that aspect of like... It's like she realizes she was wrong to get angry, but also right to get angry, and it's that dichotomy in her head that's sort of messing with her at this point. It's basically she's still a child in some ways, and she's trying to grow towards being adult and understanding these sort of things. But don't worry, I'm sure it will all work out in the end. Thanks. Good night, Emma. Good night. Thank you for bringing me my notebook, too. Talking to her just cheers me up. Let's hope I can get this all sorted out soon. Is he interested? This should be Laura's room. Hey, Laura, are you in there? Is that you, Rean? I'll be right there. Thank you for taking the time to deliver it to me. And don't worry about it. What were you doing anyway? You didn't hear me knocking and you're covered in sweat. I was just practicing with a wooden sword. I must have been so focused on my practice that I didn't hear you knock at first. That's some concentration, alright. Maybe I should do some practicing when I get back to my room too. You certainly don't want to neglect your training. I'd enjoy it if I had someone to duel with sometime too. Well then, good night. Good night. The sound of Laura practicing can be heard. Sounds like she's back at it. I wouldn't want to interrupt her. I need to give Elisa her student notebook too. Alright. Here goes. Who is it? It's me, Rean. What do you want? What are you even thinking coming to some innocent girl's room this late at night? Okay, good point. I wouldn't have under normal circumstances, but there's something I need to give you. Rean explained that Toa asked him to hand out everyone's student notebooks. Oh. Again, she's like recognizing the fact, like, it's sort of that idea of like she realizes she's too emotional and trying to contain it in most situations. Okay, wait a moment. The giant bunny. Hurry up and hand it over. Okay, just hold on a sec. Rean took out Elisa's notebook. Should be this one. Let's see, Elisa don't read that. I can't let my guard down around you for a second, can I? Sorry. Can't tell which notebook is which without looking inside. I really didn't mean any harm. Well, so you say. Anyway, that's all you wanted, isn't it? Good night, then. Jeez. Guess I'll have to back off for tonight. But it seems that R is just an initial. I didn't finish reading her full name before she snatched it out of my hands, though. Is there a reason she's hiding it? I mean, yeah. Nah, there's no reason. I should just give up for today. I hope I get the chance to apologize soon, though. This should be Fee's room. Who's there? It's me, Rean. I've got something here for you. I'm coming. Cheers. Yawn? Oh, were you asleep? I didn't mean to wake you up. It's fine. I'm surprised you went to sleep this early, though. I mean, we just had dinner. I didn't have anything else to do. You done? Yeah, just wanted to give you the notebook. Alright. She's a unique one, that girl. I wonder how she ended up a student here, anyway. Well, I wonder if she's gone back to sleep already. I'd rather not wake her up again. Is there anything else going on? Instructor Sarah's room is locked. This appears to be a vacant room. Oh my. Alright, so back to our... Let's just check on Sarah. Nope, nothing. Should I call it a day? Choosing to rest will cause the date to change and the main story to advance. Yes. Ding, 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 ding. Blink, blink. It's a lovely new day, everyone. Student Council tasks, April. Let's start with the noteworthy loss. A noteworthy loss, Colette. Kind of dropped my student notebook. and now I can't find it anywhere. Would anyone be willing to help me look? I'll be looking for it on the first floor of the Student Union building, and I'd really appreciate it if someone lent me a hand. Colette, Year 1, Class 4. Orbital delivery from George. I've just finished repairing a bunch of Orbital tech here at the engineering club, but I need someone to deliver everything. Stop by the engineering building, left of the Student Union building, and I'll tell you more. George, Year 2, Class 3. Old Schoolhouse Mystery from Principal Van Dyke. I have reason to believe that strange phenomena have been occurring in the old schoolhouse of late. As such, I would like to request that one or more combat-ready students look into this and report back to me. For more details, come see me in my office on the first floor of the main building. Principal Van Dyke. One from the principal, one from the engineering club. Oh hey, and one from another first year. I certainly wasn't expecting a request from the principal as one of my very first assignments. Hope I don't screw it up. Curious about that one from the engineering club too. Sounds interesting. Well, I've got all day, so let's just dive in, I guess. You can now view the quest tab in your notebook. The quest tab automatically records the progress of all quests, extracurricular activities you want to take. It can be accessed by pressing the touchpad button or by choosing Note in the camp menu, followed by quests. Some quests must be completed in order to advance the main story. These quests have a rec mark next to their name, and the story will progress once they've been completed. Quests without this mark are not essential for advancement and will disappear from the list if not undertaken in a timely manner. Receive 2 bonding points. Yeah, we'll see about that. On free days, special events can be triggered with certain classmates and sub-characters. These are called bonding events. 1 point will be consumed each time you view an event, but your bond with that character will be strengthened. When the time of day advances to evening, all daytime bonding events and quests will no longer be available. In exchange, you will receive 1 bonus point, which can be used to trigger an evening exclusive bonding event. Yeah, well, it's like I've got all the bonding events. So, yes, very much the plan is get all quests. There we go. All these quests done apart from Old Schoolhouse Mystery. We'll leave that one to last every time, but we'll basically go through and get all of these done in order. Seems simple to me. But first, we'll leave because there might be a scene I can't remember. The weather's beautiful today. Alright then, let's head out. At the center of Trista is a shopping district. You can purchase a variety of items in the stores there. Brandon's General Goods stocks ingredients and accessories. The Sage is a boutique selling clothing, footwear, and accessories. Kane's bookstore sells reading materials such as newspapers and, obviously, books. Kirsch's Cafe and Inn stocks food items. You can also pay a small fee to rest here and restore your CP. Ooh. You can now use the square button to access the quick travel menu. Thank you. That's what I wanted. Right, so let's see about these quests then. So a noteworthy lost from Colette. Let's go to the start. Kinda dropped my student notebook, and now I can't find it anywhere. Would anyone be willing to help me look? I'll be looking for it on the first floor of the Student Union building, and I'd really appreciate it if someone lent me a hand. Well, I tried to teleport the Student Union building, I forgot this happened. Man, the weather's perfect today. The fish are really gonna be biting today. Looks like he's a student from one of the upper classes. Hey there, I haven't met you yet. You got one of those red uniforms on, so I guess you're from class 7? That's right. My name's Reen Schwarzer. Are you a first year too? Yep, I'm Kenneth Lakelord, class 2. I'm part of the Imperial Fishing Club. It's really laid back, you'd like it. I so wouldn't. But yeah, pleasure's all mine. Likewise. He's pretty laid back himself, especially for a noble. I take it the Imperial Fishing Club's about, fishing? You catch on quick, because you see, catch, like a fish, yes? Trista's supposed to be a great place for fishing. I hear there are a ton of different fish you can catch here. I'm just trying to figure out the right spot. Seems like you're having fun at least. You've done a bit of fishing in your time, haven't you? about giving it another shot? Well, sure, but how did you know that? Just a hunch. Well then, from one fisherman to another. Are you sure I can have these? You're kind of bad just getting all this stuff for nothing. Don't even sweat it. The Imperial Fishing Club's here to spread the joy of fishing, so it's all good. If we're starting off as a white angler, but don't think too much about it. Just fish away to your heart's content. What? Just ignore that for now, it's not all that important. Oh yeah, once you've started landing some big catches, come back and talk to me. I'll trade you some cool prizes for your points. Prizes? Points? What's going on? Now that that's all explained, it's time for me to head off. I've got some fish to catch. I'll be fishing at the pond on campus if you want to join me. I like his hat. I'm still confused about some of the stuff he said, but oh well. Still, now that I have a rod, wouldn't hurt to start fishing again. Let's see, the label says it's made by the Lake Lord Company. Wait a minute. Isn't Lake Lord his last name? His family must be pretty famous then. And I assume experts on fishing. He's looking over there, right? Seems like it could be a decent fishing spot. Pond he mentioned is available too, so maybe I'll give that a shot when I have the time. Pardon me, you're Colette from Class 4, right? I believe you submitted a request to the Student Council? Yeah, I did, but you're that guy from Class 7. Did you join the Student Council when I wasn't looking? Nothing like that. I just decided to help them out with some of their work. The Student Council President told me to handle your request. Oh, so that's how it is. Well, we're both first years, but you seem much more grown up than me. The people in Class 7 must be amazing. It's no big deal. So, you wrote that you need help looking for your student notebook. Yeah, I've been looking everywhere I could think of since this morning, but there's no sign of it. So does that mean you're going to start looking right away? They said that if one person wasn't able to help me, it sent someone else to do it. I see. So that's how Toa has this all arranged. Well, I accept her request. Sure, you can count on me. Really? Thank you so much. Before we get too excited, I think I'll need a bit more information to have any hope of finding it. Can you tell me when you first noticed you dropped your notebook? It was right after school yesterday when I went to borrow a book from the library. You can't borrow books without your notebook, so I went to take it out, and I couldn't because it wasn't there. Yesterday after school. Got it. So when was the last time you remember having it? Probably right when classes had finished for the day yesterday, when I was still in the classroom. I remember using it to take notes while I was talking with my friends, so I definitely had it. I guess I must have dropped it somewhere between my classroom and the library. See, that narrows it down quite a bit. Did you stop anywhere on your way to the library, though? Well, after I left the main building, I came here to the Student Union. Pretty sure I went to the library after that. I should be everywhere I went. Right, so there really aren't that many places where you could have dropped it. Best way to go about this seems to be split up and search the main building and the area surrounding it, I think. Yeah, that's just what I was going to ask you to do, actually. I'm hoping it's there, because I searched the library from top to bottom this morning. And the rooftop's out, because the janitor said he didn't notice it when he was doing his morning cleaning rounds. Main building it is, then. So, do you think I should start with the classrooms? No, I don't think you need to check them at all. I searched my classroom yesterday, and didn't go into any of the others. Probably a good idea to focus on the halls and the rest areas in there. I have a feeling that if it's in the main building, it's going to be on the second floor somewhere. Thanks for the info. I'll head over there and take a look around. You can stay here at the Student Union building and keep up your search. Okay, will do. Thanks for agreeing to help me out. Yeah. And here it is on the second floor student rest area. Whatever you want to call it. That should be it. I should check the inside, just to be sure. Rean picked up the student notebook and checked the identification field. Unless there's another identical Colette running around, this is the one. She'll be happy to see this. I should get it back to her as soon as I can. Did you find it? Yeah, assuming this is actually your notebook. Why don't you check it just to be sure? Thanks. You're right. It really is mine. Oh, thank goodness. This is the only form of ID we students have, so it would have been awful if I'd lost it. Especially since our instructor would have chewed my head off if I needed to get another one issued. Thank you so much for your help, Rean. I'm sorry. I'm just so relieved. I didn't know it was so important to you. Still, I'm glad I was able to help you out. By the way, how did you end up finding it? Oh, you know the sofas on the second floor of the main building that people use as a rest area? It was one of those, just sitting there. The sofas on the second floor. Oh! Guess I did relax there for a while. Come to think of it, I think I dropped it when sitting down once before. I heard it falling out of my pocket that time, though. So I did end up losing it. Why would sitting down do that? What pocket do you usually put your notebook in? Well, one of my skirt pockets, usually. That makes sense. A lot of the boys use their pant pockets, too. But you might want to try using your jacket pocket from now on. It's not going to fall out of there. And that's where I usually put mine. And I've never had any problems. Jacket pocket? We've got those? Yes, I can see them. Well, I don't know if the girls' jackets are different than the guys' are, but I don't see why you wouldn't. It's like your jacket definitely has pockets. Whether it has inside pockets, I don't know. But it definitely does have pockets. Unless they're just for show. Those lines that we see. Hold on, let me check. Oh wow, you're right. I had no idea this was even here. There's no way my notebook will ever fall out of one of these. Thanks for the tip. That should solve all my pocket problems. Happy to have been of service. You're really a big help today. This really doesn't make up for it, but would you accept this as a token of my thanks? Silver chain. An accessory? Hold on, I couldn't possibly... Don't worry about it. I bought one for myself the other day, but ended up ordering two by mistake. Can't really use both at once, so makes sense to give it to someone else who might be able to do something with it. Well, if you're sure. Thanks. That's my line. Well, thanks again for everything, Rean. Lovely. Right, let's go speak to Oh, we can't. Right, so I'm thinking maybe end this part here, and in the next part, we'll go off and do George's little request over at the engineering club, which is only around the corner, so it makes sense to do that. So we'll see you in the next part when we start up the next little request we've got before we start doing the rounds, which I might actually, instead of doing the rounds like in the next part, go get the bonding events. It's like we'll still do the rounds and everything, but get the bonding events done first. Like, yeah, that sort of thing of trying to get a pattern here. I'm thinking, get all the requests done, then get all the bonding events done, the yellow exclamations, and then do the rounds and speak to everyone. Because it's like, of course, I'm going to go still speak to, like, Elisa and stuff like that. That's going to happen. But I'd like to do the bonding events first. Get them out the way, because then we can go speak to them again after the fact, as part of the rounds, and they'll probably have something more to say. That kind of thing. So anyway, that's roughly the plan. So, we'll see you in the next part, when we get that request done, and maybe some bonding. Ta-ta for now.